What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3200 Review Show, man. Look, we got a special guest in the studio today. We got actually two special guests in the studio today, man. We got Leo in here today. Cousin Chris is also in the man cave today. Then we got your boy Lamar is on fire on the show today. What's happening, Jonathan?
Wakanda forever.
So this is our Tuesday review show. Today, man, we're reviewing the new Kendrick Lamar album, man, and it is fire. For some of us, we're going to talk it out. Before we get into the conversation, I want to make sure that you like, subscribe to our page on Facebook and YouTube, and share that thing, man. And also leave some comments inside, man. If you don't like what we're saying, if you love what we're saying, let us know. Hit us up in the comments. But we need some more views, so go ahead and jump up. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. So, Kendrick Lamar dropped an album Friday night, man. What did y'all listen to?
I listened to most of it. I think I was on the road heading this way, so I had to stop somewhere around the Savior interlude. But I was pleasantly, well, I wasn't surprised. It was Kendrick.
Yeah.
You don't get surprised with him. It was a good solid as far as what I was listening to. Some of the songs that came out to me, I like Father Time. Yeah. Purple Hearts is a classic. That one got
Ghostface Killer.
Got some of Ghostface on it. We Cried Together. I like the way that was done. What else? I mean, Count Me Out. Good.
Yeah.
Quite a few hits on there. Just listening to it. Like I said, I stopped about saying.
Oh, you wasn't on the camera, bro. You like looking over here. You like,
oh, my bad.
I like Savior.
I won't get too close on this couch, man.
Good.
I ain't trying to get too close on his couch, man.
His voice was really nice.
You got the little camera on. I'm not used to this production.
I saw Father
I have such a big production at my own.
What'd you say, Joe? Awesome.
I saw Father Time. I stopped at Savior.
You know what? We don't cuss on this show. I'm real close too.
Yo, nah, it was dope. I guess for me, man, I loved a bunch of it, man. I like this album compared to the other ones, man. I think he was more vulnerable in this album than the other albums. I think the other albums kind of told you a little bit where he's from. It was on some woke stuff, on some of the stuff and whatever. But this album, like, you got deep inside of his mental, man. And even brought up like the content. I mean, the content, I would give it like a high 9. Like, he was talking about stuff that you don't hear on anybody album. Now, I listened to Pusha T album last week. And I listened to Jack Harlow last week. And Pusha T talked about drugs in just about every song. And Jack Harlow talked about girls. But this was so rounded on all kinds of issues, man. I like the complexities of Auntie Diaries. Like, the complexity of it, man, was just so crazy because and relatable if you're coming from like where we come from. Just how, his aunt's a man or whatever, but he's in school at the same time in middle school saying the F word and doing all this stuff. Like, that was kind of relatable. It's kind of like where we was, and it shows the growth of Kendrick. Even Father Time, like you say, Father Time. I think it was Father Time. That's one where he's talking about being dead.
Yeah. And relating that to actual time.
Yeah. And then the complexities of tough love. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he loved me. He told me these crazy stuff, but he did it. He didn't do it out of bad thing. Other ones, We Cry Together gave me PTSD. I ain't gonna lie. I started having flashbacks I started having flashbacks like, oh my God. I remember I had this argument before this. Yeah. But it was crazy, man. I was like almost expecting Eminem to pop up out of it, say some crazy stuff. That kind of reminded me of that Eminem and Dr. Dre. Yeah, Eminem and Dr. Dre track. But that was so crazy. That was so different than anything you ever heard. I love Purple Heart. That one track with Baby Keem. I like Baby Keem, but I just found out that Kendrick be writing all the Keem stuff. So now I'm kind of like, I don't know.
I mean,
Mother I Sober. He talked about being close to being molested. Like you don't hear any rapper talking about, that's like some really, really deep stuff, which I really appreciated, man. It was the whole album to me, like if you just looking for an album with like some number one tracks, radio hits and stuff you probably had, this is not what you want. This is like art to me. This was like this complexity, man. I loved everything about it. Crown, super dope. N95, man. Just I could keep on going on. But all of the tracks, man, like if you listen to it one and you're just trying to find like some dope beats and stuff like that, that's not what this is, man. He went on like almost some of the tracks almost like old hip hop jazzy tracks, but it was loaded with, lyrically, like technicality. I can't even talk about the technicality of the album and just how he was putting the words together, how words he was rhyming that you don't hear in other tracks. I liked it, man. It was on fire with me. What you got, Chris? What you think?
Man, like you said, like this album it was deep, more mental, something that, not just in rappers, but just in life, especially in the Black community that we don't talk about is mental health. And that's a very important aspect. I feel like everybody has some kind of mental issues that they struggle with. And just jumping off, man, like I like Father Time. United in Grief was really good. Of course, We Cry Together. Everybody likes that. It gave me a little bit of, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of trauma shocked a little bit too. I had a flashback on that one. Auntie Diaries was real good. Mother I Sober, I loved it. Overall on the album, man, I gotta give it a 9.5.
Okay. You rating early, man. You rating early, man. We ain't even got to the rate. Hey, how'd y'all feel? Let me tell you. I'll tell you one part I didn't like, man. Like I'm vibing through the whole album. Silent Hill come on, I'm vibing to it, and then I'm feeling very conscious and everything. And then I hear Kodak Black.
You know what?
hey, Kodak held his own. Kodak held his own, man. He did his thing, man.
I agree. I was very, I'm not a Kodak fan at all, and that was dope. That was he brought out a part of Kodak that you don't hear most of the time and everything you don't see most of the time. It was dope to me.
I pulled my headphones.
It was like he went. It was like I don't know if that was Kodak first take or whatever. It's like maybe Kodak had something. Then it's like he just like nah, come back. This is what we want. And it was like Kodak executed it.
I understood the assignment. I was like, man, is J. Cole playing basketball that day? Was Wale washing clothes, man? Was Black Thought like on the Tonight Show, man? Like anybody but Kodak.
I was like, oh. When I saw the list, I was thinking like, oh, Kodak got one that's gonna be this type of song.
Yeah, but
it was all. I was like a minute and something in before I was like, hold on, it's not switching.
Yeah,
and it just stuck, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, Kodak.
Man,
I'm gonna have to go back. A chance. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that one, man.
Go ahead, John.
Now you gotta listen to it again. What I did, I listened to the CD twice. The first time I just listened to it. The second time I was reading the lyrics with it. But he held his own, man. None of y'all talk about that worldwide steppers though. Where he kind of was talking about, his first time with, the other race.
The other race, yeah.
So much, man. There's so much into that.
Yeah.
And then when he was thinking about it, I was like, dang, have I done that too?
Every track was like that.
Yeah.
Every track was like that, and I feel like the placement of the tracks, it was like a story, man. It reminded me of like a Nas album where it just continued, and I was like, man, what the heck?
Yeah.
But I mean, he collaborated a lot. A lot of his tracks had a lot of different writers. I don't know who the producers was. I like the music as well, but he had a lot of writers. So a lot of artists need to realize, you get to a certain stature, you're gonna have some assistance. But I did like pretty much all the songs y'all said. I like N95 because it's talking about, pretty much you take all the fictional stuff off of people. And like he said, what do you have? Somebody ugly. So I was like, man, I like the Savior. There was a part on there, and he was saying, I seen Negroes arguing about who's blacker, even blackout screens call it solidarity. So you have to really, I don't know, you got to go back and look at it with the words, because I was like, man, I missed a couple of things. It's really a really complex CD. So if you don't like complexity, you don't like lyrics.
You showing your age, Jonathan. You say CD.
Yeah, CD. I say a complex album.
There you go.
The only thing I would want is like a Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Toby Inigwe, and D Smoke track.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
What
With
about
them
3
folks,
stacks? Man, what about 3 stacks?
oh
Find
man,
3
man.
stacks.
Yeah.
Jumps in when he jumps in. But when he do, you turn around and be like, what the, like, when he get on Donda?
Oh man, that one was fire.
Yeah.
That was the hottest verse this year.
Yeah,
Hottest verse this year.
Yeah, so he jumps in when he jumps in.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But when he do, he does.
My only thing, man, I was looking forward to, I think, with the Heart Part 5, he released that ahead of the album.
Yeah.
I would have saved that one. I would have put that one on the album when he released it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you listen to the Heart Part 1 through 4, you get the entire story. You got to listen to, if you hadn't listened to all 5 parts, man, I recommend you go do so. I would have definitely wanted that one on the album.
So everybody's talking about one line of the whole album. Everybody's concentrated on this one line where he's talking about, everybody looking for the mess, everybody looking for the beef or whatever. And so he had the one line about Drake and Kanye fixing to. Everybody stuck on that one line. So I want to hear what y'all think about that.
He told you you're old school Gemini.
Let's look that one up and read it. Let's see.
Hey man, he did it to me. He did it like old school. It's like, hey, you never seen LL and
Kumo D,
man. You never seen them two track together. I mean, I was surprised that Nas and Jay-Z did. It took a long.
It took a long time. I think that's one thing that was relatable to me. Like, I was confused on it because it was like this dude was just at your house and talking about Kim like a week ago, and now y'all doing a concert together. It was like so confusing. I was really confused. I don't think it was beef. I think he was just genuinely confused about the whole ordeal. You got the line picked up?
I'm still trying to find it.
What you think, Jonathan?
I mean, the whole album was, just his truth, on his side. I feel like he got all his emotions and everything out. It was just one of them albums. Hey, I'm gonna just throw everything out. Like he said, he's been seeking therapy, stuff like that. So, I feel like he just got it all out and was trying to clear himself, clear his mind, clear his spirit, so he can progress. It's like on one of the tracks he was talking about, I think it was Untitled Grief, the first track. And he was talking about, how it took him 2 years to even speak, because he had pretty much a writer's block. But, he had a lot of things to get out. So that's when it comes to, counseling is pretty important.
Yeah. Because he's 2 years down, and then he wasn't on social media or nothing for that whole 2 years.
I like to add to that, too. I kind of look at it as the Prince Michael Jackson thing. Where like a lot of people couldn't understand, and Quincy Jones really said too, he couldn't understand all the way how Prince didn't like Michael Jackson, but then later on he started understanding that you got Prince who is creating the music, writing the lyrics, doing the production, and everything else and all this other stuff, and he's at this level. And the same way you putting this guy who's not doing none of that stuff, he's just going into the box and singing.
Hey, he was dancing, man. All the moves with his original.
So Prince is like this we ain't on the same level. So I think Kendrick and like one of my nephews was like, oh yeah, he was like, Drake is a GOAT. And I was like, well, how are you a GOAT and you don't write your own lyrics?
Yeah.
When did that become GOAT? Yeah. You're a good entertainer. You're maybe a great entertainer or whatever, but I don't feel like you can make yourself a GOAT of rappers.
Nah.
It's like saying a coach is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He ain't played no game, he coaching.
Yeah.
He's not Michael Jordan.
Like one of the things that make LeBron the GOAT, man, is his versatility. I stuck that in. You see how I stuck that in? Nah, but for real, his versatility, man. He blocking, he shooting, he doing everything on the court. And like I think you see some artists like that. You see Jay, you see like the ones, the GOATs of the industry, man. You see them and how versatile they are. They don't have that one pattern. You know what I mean? The technicality of their verses and what they talk about, the content, and I don't see. I mean, we could go on about Drake like that, but I don't see Drake with at that same level. But I think Kendrick, man, I think that one was good, man. I think it was good, man. Y'all ready to rate it, or y'all got something else?
I mean, what's your thoughts about how he spoke on Robert Kelly as well?
Which I'm cool with, man. And that's the real. I think that's the real and the relatable part. Like people ain't just really canceling Robert Kelly, but people still listening to the music. Man. Don't have them lie to you.
It's true. They'll say what they want to say, and it's like I always say. I'm like, R. Kelly got a lot of money from it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say, he canceled out or whatever. I didn't already paid that man for 12 plays. Like 5-6 times because my CDs kept getting stolen by my friends. In fact, if you're a friend of mine and you got my R. Kelly 12 play CD, I want it back. I want it back.
Never.
But he got paid for me many times for all these CDs and stuff like that. And that was the music that I liked and everything like that at that time. At the time, I didn't know what was going on in the background and everything else because that was a different era.
Yeah.
But he told the truth, and it's true. They talk about cancer, but you throw on that step in the name.
My mind's telling me no.
And that's what he was saying on there. He was like, people are still listening to him, and it was accurate because I want to say a couple months ago, his streaming was up like 200-300%.
Yeah, it goes up every time this stuff comes out. It raises. And that's why I'm like, hey, y'all do what y'all want to do to that man, but y'all really helping him out because to me, if they wouldn't have made all this stuff, he was already kind of declining and going all the way down. But once they it's like everything went back up.
Yeah. Yep, man. I think album all together fire, man. I think it's all fire. Y'all ready to rate it, man? We're gonna give it what we gonna use? We're gonna use Flames. All right. 1 through 5 Flames there. I know Chris gave him a 9.5, but we gonna I'll start it off, I guess. Like I said, incredible album. This is not an album that you listen to once. I'm saying every time you listen to it, you're gonna hear something you didn't hear before. I think albums like this are actually progressing hip hop or making hip hop better on the level that we need to be on. You know what I mean? And of course, we'll get a dance. We'll get a dance track next week to dumb it all down. But I think albums like this progress hip hop in the whole. I mean, it allows hip hop and the artists to be vulnerable. I think only another album I heard a hip hop artist more vulnerable, and that was Jay-Z's last album where he talked about all the wrongs he did. And I think that's the first time we heard a real rapper like just be vulnerable about, hey, this is what I did, and being accountable for what they did. And you hear it in this, you hear the vulnerability. I'm going to give it 5 Flames. You don't have what we got? 5 Flames, man. This hot fire. Top 5. Kendrick.
Oh, we'll go with Chris. Chris, how you feel about it?
Man, like I say, I gave you my rating. I said a 9, but we're going out Flames. I'm up there with eyes. I got to give it a 5.
5 Flames from Chris. 5 Flames from Chris. Hot fire.
Boom, boom, boom.
I give it a 10. Nah, I'll give it a 5. I give it a 5, man.
5 Flames from Johnson. 5 Flames.
You know, I gotta. I'm biased. He's one of my favorites, so I'm also up there with y'all guys. From what I heard, everything, and I'm only a couple of songs short, but this is great. It's a great album.
Yeah, man.
So high reviews from everybody, man. And if you don't like it, listen to track number.
Hey, it's just like my boy Deion Sanders say, if you don't like it, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Because you still gonna listen to it. So we don't care.
So that's the show. Thank you for watching. Hey, catch us on live, man. We want to see you live Thursday night, 7:30. We'll be on YouTube and we'll be on Facebook, man. We need some more viewers. Want to hear what you got to say. We got important issues, deep issues, and sometimes we got some ignorant issues we're talking about too. But we want you to join us, man. Make sure you share, like, subscribe to our page. Thank you for watching 3200. Peace.
3200, but you already know this. You know it. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Let's go. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32 double O, let's go. 3200, but you